The cybernetic weaponization of social media, manipulation, disinformation, and political instability. In the digital age, social media platforms have become integral to our daily lives, shaping how we communicate, consume information, and form opinions. However, these same platforms that connect billions of people worldwide have also become powerful tools for manipulation and control. This article delves into the cybernetic weaponization of social media, examining how nation-states and malicious actors exploit these platforms to spread disinformation, conduct psychological operations, and undermine political stability. The evolution of information warfare. The concept of information warfare is not new. Throughout history, governments and other powerful entities have sought to control narratives and influence public opinion. However, the advent of social media has dramatically altered the landscape of information dissemination and consumption, creating new opportunities for large-scale manipulation, from traditional propaganda to digital disinformation. Traditional propaganda relied on centralized control of media outlets and limited channels of information distribution. The digital age, with its democratization of content creation and distribution, has transformed this landscape. Social media platforms now allow for 1. Rapid, wide-scale dissemination of information. 2. Targeted messaging to specific demographics. 3. The amplification of content through user engagement. 4. The blurring of lines between credible and non-credible sources. This new ecosystem has given rise to sophisticated disinformation campaigns that can be orchestrated by both state and non-state actors with unprecedented reach and impact. Mechanisms of social media manipulation. The weaponization of social media relies on a combination of technological tools, psychological tactics, and exploitation of platform algorithms. Key mechanisms include bot networks and fake accounts. Automated accounts or bots can be deployed en masse to create the illusion of widespread support for particular ideas or to flood platforms with specific narratives. These networks can amplify certain messages by liking, sharing, and commenting, drown out opposing viewpoints, create trending topics artificially, lend false credibility to fringe ideas. 2. Micro-targeting and psychographic profiling. Leveraging the vast amount of personal data collected by social media platforms, malicious actors can identify vulnerable or influential individuals, tailor messages to specific personality types, exploit psychological vulnerabilities for maximum impact. The Cambridge Analytica scandal revealed the potential for such tactics to influence political outcomes on a large scale. 3. Deepfakes and synthetic media. Advancements in AI-generated content have led to the creation of highly convincing fake videos, images, and audio. These can be used to spread false information about public figures, create fictional events to support specific narratives, undermine trust in authentic media. 4. Algorithmic manipulation. Understanding and exploiting the algorithms that govern content visibility on social platforms allows actors to game trending topics and search results, create filter bubbles that reinforce specific worldviews, suppress contrary information. Case studies in social media weaponization. Several high-profile cases have demonstrated the power and potential of weaponized social media. The 2016 U.S. presidential election. The Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election stands as a watershed moment in the recognition of social media as a tool for political manipulation. Key aspects included creation of fake American personas and groups on Facebook and Twitter, targeted advertising to exploit social and political divisions, coordination of real-world events through social media, hacking and strategic release of sensitive information. The campaign's success in sowing discord and potentially influencing the election outcome served as a wake-up call to the vulnerabilities of democratic processes in the digital age. Brexit and the European Union. The UK's referendum on EU membership was another target of social media manipulation. Investigations have revealed coordinated disinformation campaigns from foreign actors, use of targeted ads to spread misleading information about EU policies, exploitation of data analytics to identify and influence undecided voters. These efforts contributed to the polarization of the British public and may have impacted the referendum's outcome. The Arab Spring and its aftermath. While social media played a positive role in facilitating democratic movements during the Arab Spring, it also became a battleground for competing narratives and state-sponsored manipulation. This included government-led internet shutdowns and platform blocks, flooding of hashtags with contradictory information, use of troll armies to harass and intimidate activists. The dual nature of social media as both a tool for liberation and oppression became evident in these events. Psychological operations and cognitive warfare. The weaponization of social media often involves sophisticated psychological operations, PSYOPs, designed to influence the thoughts and behaviors of target populations. These operations leverage cognitive biases and emotional triggers to achieve their goals. Exploiting cognitive biases. Common cognitive biases targeted in social media manipulation include 1. Confirmation bias, reinforcing existing beliefs through selective information presentation. 2. Availability, cascade, making ideas seem more plausible through repetition. 3. Bandwagon effect, creating the illusion of widespread support for particular views. 4. Negativity bias, exploiting the tendency to focus on and remember negative information. Emotional manipulation. Effective disinformation campaigns often rely on content that elicits strong emotional responses, such as fear, spreading alarming, often false information about threats to safety or way of life. Anger, stoking outrage over perceived injustices or cultural shifts. Pride, appealing to national or ethnic identity to promote divisive ideologies. By targeting these emotions, manipulators can override rational thinking and promote impulsive sharing of unverified information. The role of artificial intelligence. As AI technology advances, its role in the weaponization of social media becomes increasingly significant. AI contributes to content generation, creation of convincing fake text, images, and videos, rapid production of tailored content for different audience segments, analysis and targeting, sophisticated processing of user data to identify vulnerabilities, real-time adjustment of messaging based on engagement metrics, automated engagement, AI-powered chatbots that can engage in convincing human-like interactions, adaptive bot networks that can evade detection mechanisms. The integration of AI into social media manipulation strategies presents a growing challenge for detection and mitigation efforts. Undermining political stability. The cumulative effect of these manipulation tactics can have severe consequences for political stability and democratic processes. Erosion of trust in institutions. Constant exposure to conflicting information and revelations of manipulation can lead to decreased trust in government and media institutions, a general sense of skepticism towards all information sources, apathy and disengagement from the political process, polarization and social division. Targeted manipulation can exacerbate existing social divisions by amplifying extreme viewpoints, creating echo chambers that reinforce polarized perspectives, promoting an us versus them mentality that hinders constructive dialogue, interference in democratic processes. Beyond influencing individual votes, social media manipulation can impact democracy by suppressing voter turnout through disinformation about voting processes, undermining the legitimacy of election results, inciting post-election unrest and challenges to peaceful transfers of power, countermeasures, and future outlook. As awareness of social media weaponization grows, various stakeholders are developing countermeasures. Platform-led initiatives. Social media companies are implementing measures such as enhanced detection and removal of fake accounts and bot networks, fact-checking partnerships and labeling of potentially misleading content, increased transparency in political advertising. Government and regulatory approaches. Governments worldwide are exploring regulatory frameworks to address social media manipulation, including legislation to combat disinformation and foreign interference, mandates for increased platform accountability and transparency. Investment in digital literacy programs, technological solutions. Emerging technologies are being developed to combat manipulation, AI-powered detection of deepfakes and synthetic media, blockchain-based systems for verifying content, authenticity, advanced analytics for identifying coordinated inauthentic behavior, user empowerment and education. Ultimately, an informed and critical user base is crucial. Efforts in this direction include integration of media literacy into educational curricula, tools to help users identify potential manipulation and bias, promotion of responsible sharing practices. Conclusion. The cybernetic weaponization of social media represents one of the most significant challenges to information integrity and democratic stability in the digital age. As nation-states and malicious actors continue to refine their tactics, the potential for large-scale manipulation of public opinion and political processes remains a serious concern. Addressing this challenge requires a multifaceted approach involving technology companies, governments, civil society, and individual users. As we navigate this complex landscape, maintaining the benefits of social media while mitigating its potential for weaponization will be crucial for the health of our information ecosystems and democratic societies. The future of social media as a force for connection and positive change depends on our ability to recognize, resist, and counter its potential for manipulation. As technology evolves, so too must our strategies for preserving the integrity of our digital public squares.